Hi, Joe here over at woollycottage.com. Hello, it is. Do you know, I forgot what date it is today. I think it's the 11th. Monday. Yeah, we're on Monday the 11th of December. Crikey, that's coming quick, isn't it? You'd think I'd be prepared by now when I turn these videos on, but never, never. And I've been told by a few, don't ever edit your videos, Joe. Don't polish them off. Leave them how they are. Yeah, because we're all fallible at the end of the day, aren't we? Right, so we'll get straight into this one. Okay, so we're on day 11, so let's see what we've got. Where is it? And remember, if anyone's got any gifts in these today, give me a shout, send me a photograph so I can remember which one's in there. Because there are still a few more gifts to come along. Right, so day 11 is... Oh, okay. Oh, yes, obviously, I've got the cheat sheet. So I'm just going to open this up. Oh, it's a pretty one. It's a pretty one. I'll have to save this one. I'll spin it up later on. Right, so we have got, it is pink, peach and yellow, okay, on a fine merino. So I think it's 18.5 micron count merino, and it's been blended with a bio nylon, Angelina, more merino, faux cashmere and tussar silk. So that's what's in this today. It's very, very fluffy. So you've got these peachy colours in there. And you've got this hint of mint in there. Oh, let's open it. It's very, very fine. I'm trying to open this up a bit more. There you go. You can see, I can literally see my hands through it. It's such a fine fibre. Okay, so it looks a little bit like a tutti frutti, doesn't it? Do you know, I might spin these both off together today. So today is going to be spinning, and I'm going to be adding... Now these beads are having for doing glass bead band weaving, which I don't get any time to do anything these days. I buy these tools to make these things with the best of intentions and never get anything done. So these are actually counted as 3 mil beads, glass beads, or 8.0 mils. Okay, these tiny little things, and I use these quite a lot when I'm wanting to ply my wool, my singles, and add beads to them just to give it a lovely different effect. And I do them in art yarns as well. So I have got this very fine, this cone. You can use a thread, as in a sewing thread on a bobbin, as in, let me see, you've never got one to hand when you're talking, do you? Hold a second, let me see if I can find one. No, it's not there, and it's not there neither. You know what I mean, a little sewing thread that you get in a sewing machine. Like the one that's on my sewing machine here. Like this. Okay, you can use something like that as well with a fine sewing needle. Put that back on there, I need that. I've got a sewing afternoon to come. So yeah, so get a sewing needle that you know will go right through the bead without any problem. And then literally thread a load on, push them right down so you've got more control over them. There's the glass beads there, and then I'm going to apply these onto my singles, which I'm going to actually use the batt from yesterday's blend. Just stick this down here so I know where it is. Take my sewing needle, like I've got about 20 odd in there, which is enough for what I need to do today for demonstration purposes. So yesterday's one was this one that I showed on my live chat. Okay, it is fawn lemon cream, and it has real cashmere. It's got Faroe Isle undyed, faux mohair, merino, llama, alpaca, mulberry silk and Angelina, all in that blend. So I'm going to just do a spin. You just can chill out, you can listen to some music, and then when I get to the bead section, I'll sit there and talk you through it, okay? I've got fabric all over the place. I'm trying to make a patchwork blanket. Can you see it? No, you can't see it at the moment. It's right behind me. There you go. I'm trying to make that. I've got one more row of patches to do, and it's a nightmare. I can't seem to find any time to do anything. And it needs to be done this week. I've got till next Monday to get it posted. So I've got to finish it off. Right, so I'll get myself situated and comfortable, and I will be back with you in a minute. Okay, so I've already spun it all off on my wheel, and I've just left the bobbin on my wheel because I can't get to my lazy Kate at the moment. And I have got my threaded beads on my strand. Okay, so I'm just going to put this down below me, but I'm going to grab one bead and I'm going to bring it up the thread. So when I start applying in a second, I can catch up with it. But if I have this down here on the floor, then gravity will help me with the beads to slide down the wool strand. And it is 100% wool. It's a weaving wool cone that I've got here. And I've already started applying some on. So I'm just going to try and tidy this up a little bit. And I'm going to get it going. Just easy for me to do this straight onto here today. And I'm just going to apply it straight on to the single that I've just spun. And I'm only having a little mess around, so I'm not being completely and utterly pedantic about it. When I get to this section where this bead is now, okay, I'm just going to let the thread in my hand wrap round once just to hold that in place, and then I'll just go back to applying it on again, and I just keep repeating this. So I've got the chain of beads in my hand here, and I'm just going to do that with it and let it go through, and then spin the rest of those on. And I've got the beads in my hand. I'm going to show you. So as the bead chain is in my hand here, so I've got a bit more control, and I've got the top one in my fingers, but I've got my fingers around the bead. Okay, so I'm not actually pinching onto the yarn that I'm plying with. Just hold onto the beads, so as it's twisting, I can pull this down with me. And then I'll add another one in a minute when I get to another thin section, because I want the bead to show through. So here's we've got a thin section, so I'm going to pop that on there. I'm going to let that twist around just the once and then carry on. I have spun with beads before, add them to art yarns on a video from 2 summers ago during COVID lockdown. They are in my playlists. If you want a direct link, give me a shout and I will pop you over the link to it. I'm just spiraling this yarn. I'm not doing a 90-degree angle. I'm coming down at a 45 because I don't mind some of the thread poking through inside. So I'm just going to let that twist round and do it again. And I've just got control of these beads here. I've got some thicker sections coming in now, so I'll let them just pile on. And the thin sections, I'm just going to let that run round and go around again. So once I get this yarn off in a minute, you'll be able to see exactly where the beads have been placed. I'll just try and get that round there. There we go. There's another thin piece. Just wrap that around there a little bit. You don't have to wrap it around. I'm just doing it because there's not really much structure to this yarn. I'm literally just spinning it in. Come on, there we go. There's another piece. I'm just going to pop that bead on there and let it twist round. There we go. Right, I'm going to carry on spinning this and I'll bring you in for a closer view and I'll zoom in so you can actually see what I'm doing. So there's the last of the chain of beads. I'm following them through with the strand so I can just pull it as I go. It gives me a bit more consistency in my spinning, a bit more control. There we go, so a spiral plied yarn, and let's see, we can got a bead there, and there's a little bead there, and we've got some more over here. So there's sporadically on there, probably every, I don't know, about 10 inches or something like that, but there's about 30 beads hidden in there throughout this yarn. See? So I'm just going to steam set that now, and we'll see what it looks like afterwards. There we go. So I've just steam set this one, and the wool from the demo that I did yesterday, the red, black and grey yarn that you saw me on my live chat do, it's a bit damp. The steam, obviously moisture in there, but it's turned out really pretty. I like doing spiral plying. I find it quite relaxing. Ideally, if I'd have had my lazy Kate with me, I would have had the thread with the beads sat on my right hand side, and then use the bobbin with the spun wool on my left hand side, because I feel like I have more control over that with my right hand sorting out the beads, and it gives a different dimension to your spiral ply as well, makes it a bit more defined. But that's my thoughts. Everyone's got their own thoughts, but that's just how I feel anyway. It didn't feel natural having it right down below me when I was doing that then. So there you go. So there is one. There's little beads in there. You can see them glistening every so often in that spiral plied yarn. There we go. So there you go. That's simple enough to do. Get yourself some beads. It could be any size beads really at the end of the day, but if you wanted to knit with a single spun plied yarn like that, and with glass beads, and I would go a little bit smaller like those ones. They're 8.0 or 3 mil bead glass beads, literally little glass beads, and then that is the results of the blue face Leicester and trilobal rollags that I demonstrated rolling up yesterday. So I've managed to spin that off. I've got the little pinky ones from yesterday. There's one here that I've still got to spin up yet, which I will try and find time later on to get that sorted. I've got a patchwork quilt that I have to desperately get finished off and then sew the backing onto it as well by hand, for the try and catch the last post next week for my granddaughter. So I've got loads to get done. I've got sweeties to get made. It's now that fortnight time now that I can start doing bits and pieces and get them put aside and in the fridge. So there we go. So that's yesterday's wool plied up. Okay, well, it's actually Saturday's wool plied up, and then there is day 11's of, let me see. There we go, spiral plied with the glass beads in there, and it has got cashmere, Faroe Isle, faux mohair, merino, alpaca, llama, mulberry silk and Angelina, and spiral plied with glass beads, which I've all decided to go and hide now, obviously. Oh, there we go, there's a little collection of the beads there. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that video today. Tomorrow the 12th and Wednesday the 13th will both be shown and opened up on Wednesday's live chat at 12:30 if you want to come and join me over there for the natter. If you've got anything in your cart, America and Canada, I think today is really your last day to get an order, and if you want it guaranteed for Christmas. Yeah, that's about it. UK orders, you've got Wednesday next week for second class post, but I've upgraded everything out of my own pocket. Any orders that come in for the UK, for me for UK, you're getting charged for second class, but I'm upgrading it and paying the extra for first class post so that you're going to get it, because Royal Mail have a thing about taking priority over first post mail. So I've upgraded that. I did that last year. I'm doing it again this year. There's another Advent code, Advent 3 next Sunday, and that'll be between 10 and 7 p.m. again. But yeah, that's it for now. So if I don't catch you Wednesday, I'll see you on Saturday on Instagram in my live chat. Take care of yourself. Have a good week. See you for now.